Hey gang, welcome back to Whitebelt Mobility. We are going to take a crack at the GOAT of mobilizations. This is called the couch stretch. You will see this quite often in the gym. And this is something that you really think about doing a lot, meaning multiple times a week. You could actually do this every single day if you wanted to. It is a mobilization that takes a look at the soft tissues from the front of the leg. So think about the knee to the hip. We spend a lot of time sitting, desks, cars, couch, watching TV, etc., which means our hips are flexed a lot, meaning knee to chest. And this gets us into the opposite, which is hip extension. We find that most people are missing some capacity in that hip extension position. And this mobilization restores some of that. It is very uncomfortable if you've not done this before. Bear with me. I'm going to show you a lot of different variations so that you can do this mobilization. But this is the one if you were going to pick. So here's how we're going to do this. Knee is going to go into the corner. So if you have a wall, great. You could actually do this on the couch. That's why they demoed it, or that's why they called it that back in the day. So here's the deal. Knee's going to go in the corner, and I'm going to start with my other knee on the ground. And my job now is to be able to squeeze my butt, right? Squeeze this other hip. The hip that my knee is in the wall, I'm going to try to squeeze my butt, and then that brings my hip to the floor. That's sort of the idea here, right? So we have hip extension while we're controlling that glute, while we're able to squeeze the butt. And that's the magic for the GOAT, for the couch. It's very uncomfortable when you start, but you get better access, you get better position. And so if this becomes, hey, I'm good to go, I feel like I want to jazz this up a little bit, you're going to bring this other foot to the floor. So it looks like a little bit of a lunge position here. Now, I still have to squeeze my butt here. If I can't squeeze, I have violated the purpose of the couch. So squeeze, 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 and then relax, squeeze, 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 and relax. Now, this knee on the ground might be completely appropriate for most of us. But we might have, we want to go up a little bit, but I can't really squeeze my butt. So I can bring my knee off the wall a little bit to take out some of the loading in the front of the leg. And this allows me a little bit better access to that glute. We're going to go about 2 minutes. 2 minutes is enough per side on this couch. Again, first time you do it, 2 minutes is going to feel like 2 hours. But you're going to end up really, really appreciating that your leg feels better, your quads feel better, your knees feel better, and your back feels better, interestingly enough. All right, got to be 2 minutes, and if it's not, it should have been. So we're going to move to the other side. I'm going to start with my knee in the wall again, and I'm going to start with my other knee on the floor. So I'm going to start in this first position. And again, my job is to squeeze my butt. Take some big breaths. I can even use a contract and relax here. So I would 4-second inhale, 4-second contract by driving my knee into the floor, and then 8-second exhale. So 4-second inhale, drive my knee into the ground for 4, and then see if I can drive that hip to the floor on that exhale. Good. I feel like I've got some access here, so I'm going to move to my second position, and I can squeeze. So now it's just my job to be able to flex that butt. Whew. This is great. This is so good, so good. If you can get competent at the couch, you are going to be a savage. You're going to be a monster. All right, now, let's say you are a savage. You're like, this is not enough for me. I'm going to show you how to get upright. I'm going to move my knee off the wall to do this because I am not a savage. So I'm going to make it a little easier for me. I'm going to pull my knee off the wall, and then I'm going to get into what looks like this kneeling position. What I'm not doing is hyperextending where I can't squeeze my butt. What I want to do is be able to fold over a little bit where I can still squeeze, But me being upright makes this a little more challenging, right? It makes this a little more challenging. And this becomes very, very difficult for most of our athletes to do. If you're hypermobile, former dancer, yogi, something like that, you might be able to get into this position, but the control is the game. Being able to squeeze, right? Squeeze your butt. If you can't, find a position that you can. That is the game. All right. Tapping out, gang. My 2 minutes on couch is enough. You will be shocked at how much better your leg feels and your back feels after doing a couch stretch. Again, if you wanted to, you could spend every single day doing this mobilization. If you want a little challenge, spend 7 days doing some version of couch and let me know how you feel after that. This is something you're going to see quite often in the gym. Get used to it. The couch, the goat. We'll see you next time.